The purpose of this tutorial is to assist you in completing the Case 18 Analysis 3 assignment. The specific one we're looking at here is number 2, which is geodemographic segmentation. It requires you to use My Best Segments, and we're going to try to access that. So we're going to go to week 5, and we'll click on the module, and then we'll come down here and we'll click on My Best Segments. And My Best Segments here, you'll see the logo up here. I'm going to click on that, and that will take me to the website. It will be helpful if you spend a few minutes reading a little bit about what you're actually doing with the segments here. It'll give you a better understanding, and you can do that by learn more and read about the different items here. Okay? And so that'll give you some background. I'm just going to try to show you how to access it and give you a brief overview. So we're going to go here, and Sushilicious, according to the case and information found in the case, says that it is at 15435 Jeffrey Road in Irvine, California, and their zip code is 92618. So we're going to click on that, and that should bring us up a box here with a 5-digit code. And so I'm going to type in 92618, and I will submit that, and it will load, and it'll give me a map here, and then it'll give me a little bit of demographic information, and that may be helpful for you on the part 1 of the assignment, but there's many other resources that you can use to find that. Okay, so we brought this up, and we'll see that there are 4 different tabs here. One's Prism Premier. We're not going to use that because that is one that without a subscription to this, then it's not as helpful. Prism, P-Cycle, and Connects. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here and click on Prism. And what Prism does is it's a lifestyle segmentation system that will give you customer insights and help you reveal the customer's preferences. It combines demographic, consumer behavior, and geographic data to help you identify, understand, and reach customers and prospects. So this gives you not only demographic data, but it gives you some lifestyle in general. And so down here you'll see several segments that are listed, and for instance we've got 03, movers and shakers, and a brief description as wealthy older with kids, without kids. Next one is 04, wealthy younger family mix, 08, mid upscale, etc. And so these are the common segments that are under the demographics and lifestyle. So I click on that, and it will give me some breakdown here. Now the snapshots all we're going to be able to access because these items here are ones that you have to pay for the service, and we do not have a subscription to that, so we're going to use that. So we go through, and it's going to give us some information here. And so it's going to tell us how many households, the median household income, what their lifestyle and traits are. You know, shop at Nordstrom's, play tennis, read the yoga journal, watch NHL games, they own Land Rovers. Okay, suburban, wealthy, income-producing assets, elites, etc. So this gives us that one of the top segments in this particular zip code is wealthy, and they have a lot of assets. They don't have kids. They're a little bit older. Okay, and so we're going to take a look at that and go, well, when we take a look at these segments, we can look at it and go, well, that's not our target market. But if it's significant enough, it's one that we may want to consider taking a look at, maybe trying to approach that to where that particular target market may have some different needs or desires, or we have to have a different way to contact them to let them know that our business is available. Okay, so that's just something to think about there. And so I'm going to go back, and it should give us our next segment. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to read about it. And I'm going to go through all of them, and it's going to kind of give me an idea, and I'm going to determine whether these are segments that are using our product, in this case Sushilicious. If they are, I'm going to have a good feel for them. I'm going to have a better idea of who they are, maybe why they buy from us. But I'm also going to look at those others that are the top segments that maybe aren't using us. And so what you're going to do in this assignment, you're going to pick one of the traits, and you're going to tell me which one it is, or one of the segments, I mean. So for instance, if you use this one, you're going to tell me why you use that one. So what I want you to do is pick a segment, and then tell me why you selected this as representative of the Sushilicious crowd. Okay? Come back. Okay, there we go. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to read all those segments. I'm going to go to P-Cycle. And when we talk about P-Cycle, this evaluates consumers using key demographic factors that have the greatest effect on financial behaviors, such as income, age, presence of children, home ownership. Okay, what we're going to do is take a look at those, and they're going to give us some distinctive usage patterns for financial and investment products and services that they may use. So this is going to give me a little bit of an idea again who's in this segment. Okay, so we click on here, and we're going to go through, and it's going to tell us what they do with their assets. Okay, again, interesting here. Come back, and if we'll notice here, we've got several of these segments that are without kids. And so we're talking about Sushilicious being targeting families and that type of thing. So we may take a look at that. Again, look at all of them, because just because we target a certain segment doesn't mean that we can't do some things, or at least contact people that are in other segments that would be significant, that would use our products, so we could increase our sales. Okay, and then the last one I want you to look at is Connects. We can get her to load up here. Okay, and we'll come over here to Connections. I'll click on that. And here we go again, kind of tells us. And this, whenever we talk about Connects, this integrates consumer behavior and measures the usage for technology, voice, video, and data services with demographics and lifestyle characteristics to enable communications, service providers, consumer durables, manufacturers, and other companies focused on technology adoption as a way to cost-effectively and efficiently retain existing customers while trying to acquire new ones. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at this. Sushilicious has been very focused on the social media. So if that's the case, then our segments need to be people that are very connected. Okay, their smartphones, on the internet, etc., etc. So if I have a fairly significant segment that isn't connected, then I may want to take a look at that and figure a way to connect with them. Okay, we may find out that this particular segment doesn't have Wi-Fi or rarely uses it, but they watch a lot of TV. Okay, so we may take a look at that and go, well, in order to connect with these people, we're going to have to do some TV or newspaper advertising. And I'm just going to click on one of the segments here again, and it'll bring it up, and we take a look at it. And so we go through here, and they go, well, this particular one, which is one of the top ones, takes online college courses, text 100 times a day. These people, I would assume, would be very connected, would be probably very much within the target for the Socialicious online marketing, that type of thing. Okay, and so you may end up coming with this and selecting this particular one as one that you think may be representative of the target. Okay. But we're going to go back here and we're going to take a look at all of them. So we're going to go through, and I want you to take a look at those and give me, again, the reason why, what segment you think was representative and why you selected it. And I want you to be specific on that. Okay. The last piece of this is that you may, for future, whenever we get into the case study, the reason I'm having you look at all of these segments is you may change your thinking. You may say, we have an opportunity to connect with another segment that could be valuable to us, that could produce a lot of sales if we took a different approach in our marketing. So you may come up and go, well, we should just stick with social media and we'll do something with that. But if we need to connect with a different group that basically reads financial magazines or those type of things, it's going to give us an idea of maybe where we can advertise or where we can make connections with that. So go ahead, take a look at those, and you'll do the prism, the P cycle, and the connections. You'll select which one you think is most representative for each one of them, and then explain why. Just don't tell me that you and iTunes is the most representative and leave it at that. Give me a reason why you picked that. So it should connect. It should make. It should not connect, but it should match what the segment says to what you're seeing in the case.